I've learned my lesson. Don't loot any globes without regeneration per hit. Like, it's mandatory. It affects the whole gameplay mechanics. It affects the whole gameplay mechanics. Either that or spend a lot of points kind of like improving your regeneration, like in the intrinsic stat system of the game, improving your stats. Like, look at this. Look at the cooldown. Already done, and I can activate it again. Like that I can spam Ruthless Mutilation in a much more healthy way. Like this. Look at this is the Diablo camera. Look at that. It's just like playing Diablo. Problem is that I cannot enter certain buildings with this camera. See, this is the super spawn mod. Like, this is not normal. I know that we are used to it. Because at least I am, because this is the only version of the game I played. But know that it's not normal. Like, the vanilla game won't have that, but well. As I've said, the community patch is mandatory, because otherwise the game would crash even faster. So imagine that. That would be a tragedy. So you found me, not bad, but you will now die. Telenes. Oh, this is the pirate that we're looking for. That we've been looking for. Yes, pretty much. This one was the quest line from the mines. The actor that we were talking to some minutes ago. Alright. He's probably gonna attack us. Let me move, please. I couldn't trigger my abilities immediately. Don't ask me why. Got a bit back there. Hey, you got a nice cozy place here. Pretty good view. Sadly, here where I live, we are getting into the autumn or fall. No, the autumn, and then in the northern hemisphere, you are getting into the winter, people. So enjoy the spring. Enjoy the spring. Enjoy those warm temperatures. We have more quests over there. See, like, this is not normal. That amount of spawns is because of the mod. But yeah, I'm not gonna deactivate it because it has helped me, first of all, learn the mechanics of the game faster. And secondly, it makes the world feel more alive, and it makes for faster farming. I've commented this on Tuesday. Like, it affects the gameplay mechanics in an extremely positive way, because otherwise, the loot, the money and the loot you would get would be much slower. It makes the gameplay, progression, overall global gameplay progression, much faster, because you loot much more money, and you can progress through the game faster. In a very organic and natural way, like, it's just more spawns. You get more practice and more enemies to kill, so I would recommend it. It comes with the community patch, so you don't lose anything by activating it. Maybe you risk your horses dying a lot if you're not careful. That could be the negatives. The downside of it. Masteral Heclianiel. Bring me a replacement for the broken cogwheel. This will be awesome. No, incredibly awesome. I'd be inclined to say that this will be the epitome of awesomeness. But I don't want to brag about the revolutionary invention I made. It's a machine that can be used to walk underwater without having to come up for air. Someone could cross the whole lake with it. Isn't that great? I've called my invention Diving Bell instead of a submarine. Instead of a sub. Because when the idea came to me, the bells of the temple were calling the faithful to service. I want to test the diving bell today, but I need a cogwheel, a new cogwheel. Send my sister for one, I was going to lost somewhere. Are you going to look for him?
Shall we seal it in blood?
Alright, so
ink?
we got a submarine there. The diving bell. See, this is what I'm talking about. That's kind of like the characters. See, this is why I always care about also about the grandeur category of the analysis. The characters act cohesively in a social way according to their personality. It's kind of like they're socially cohesive with the environment as well. Okay, I think he's could it be that his apprentice is hiding 2 meters away from him? Bastian, when you are the lizardmen, you should take care of very interesting creatures. No, that's not the quest. A bath for my dog. Reputation. We need to finish that. Reputation is down the gutter once and for all. That one is kind of like from Tuesday. And there's the diving bell. Okay. So let's finish those. Hey, we have a store there. I think I have 40 potions. Oh, great! Look at that. We are having kind of like a positive ratio of potions. Like we are now getting more potions than what we are losing. Than what we are spending. Let's say we're not losing them. I'm being forced to spend them to survive. Like, good. We've been here. Here, everyone who wants to die, please. This way. Second hole to the left. This way, thank you. There you go. Please continue shopping at Walmart. You killed them. What a pity that I couldn't watch. Here, take your reward.
That was almost too easy. I don't have any room left for that.
Yeah, I realized. I mean, this is the greatest invention that the developers could think about. The fact that you can sell stuff on the fly. It's not very realistic, granted, but it's pretty good. I wish more games had it. Kind of like being able to sell stuff on the fly, like this, without getting to any vendor. Damage fire 8.8%. Just what I needed. Pretty much all of my damage is fire, in case you're wondering. We could engrave that ring into something here. I have everything full. By the way, we've also added a lot of melee damage reflection. We have kind of like, what was it, 23? 23 chance to reflect damage melee, 23% up there, the second line. That has helped me greatly. Like, not only I don't take damage 23% of the time, but also I deal the damage. So it's amazing. It's actually amazing. So I was mentioning, as we finish the other one, we need to bring the guy. Let me buy some potions. We need to bring the guy his cag wheel so he can finish the submarine, the sub.
Do not confuse
there.
With madness.
I was mentioning that I'll put the Ultimate Nintendo 3DS showcase on hold because there we go.
I only mean to help.
I want to wait until the release of Shantae's Risky's Revolution. Highly recommended if you like Metroidvanias. The Shantae series, that series is kind of like one of the most underrated I've seen. I know about it because my specialty besides PC gaming is Nintendo handhelds, and Shantae was born on the original Game Boy. In the original Game Boy, sorry. And pretty much Shantae's Risky's Revolution, it's a miracle that they revived the game 20 years later, the exact same game they were originally developing for the Game Boy Advance. So now, let's see the price. See, now the potions are 2,000 gold. This is something that we mentioned, but I was not sure back then. The price of the potions is proportional to your total amount of money, if I had to guess. Or something like that. Because it gradually increased. Always, whenever I had more money, it would gradually increase. That's a great solution so the player doesn't kind of like only rely on potions. Like what I always mention, the relationship between the usage of potions and the overall gameplay mechanics of the game and the economic system of the game is extremely important because that can easily break the game. Just like I mentioned, I remember, as I've said, most developers generally, since they don't want players to kind of like spam potions all the time, they usually have to add some kind of countermeasure to prevent that. So that's always good. But when a developer forgets to add a countermeasure for spamming potions, that's kind of like, it can ruin the whole gameplay experience. I misaligned the camera there. Let me realign it to the north. So we have a fixed position there. See, it behaves like Diablo. Whatever. Picked up the spare cogwheel. That one was easy. So we actually have one more quest. Hey, that's a lot of loot. What happened? My doppelganger was busy there. So yes, essentially, as you can see, with this camera modification that I did, it's not a mod, it's not a built-in mod. I tinkered with the configuration settings, and it's great because it behaves like Diablo. The only problem is that I cannot enter some dungeons, the ones that are facing north, because I naturally cannot see the... I cannot see the entrance. Like when I enter a town, that's the thing. Alright, there it is. My father is dead. What? That's not the guy who was creating the submarine. My father is dead. Hecliel's son. My father is dead. 4 guys just showed up and killed him. They were wearing black robes. What now? My father was the only one who knew how to operate the diving bell. Well, that's it for the dive then. The cogwheel is of no use to me anymore. Well,
Glory and power.
I love how even in this remote location right in the middle of nowhere, the game developers created a plot line for this. That's why I don't like to call them fetch quests, because the level design and the storyline are quite unique. Well, I guess I have nothing else to do in here, pretty much. But we have one more quest, a bath for my dog. That one is for the village, and we need to take this road. All right, I need to activate let me activate my doppelganger. I never leave home without my doppelganger, that's for sure. So yeah, basically we'll wait until the Ultimate 3DS showcase that I want to do. You'll be surprised by, I think I have achieved the highest level of perfection this time. Like, my 3DS by now plays everything. And some days ago, I got the news that I could finally complete the collection, because... Hang on a second, this guy is not dying.
One less.
There we go. I need to tinker a bit with the artificial intelligence's orders for my doppelganger, because sometimes it doesn't attack immediately. I was mentioning, finally the 3DS got complete, because the 3DS could emulate pretty much every Nintendo handheld console before it. That's why I don't think even the Switch will ever be able to surpass the 3DS. Because with the 3DS has a... how do I put it? Inside of the 3DS, there's a Game Boy Advance built-in, physically. Hey, there's a boss here! Dragon, energy boss. It has all 4 resistances, and all 4 types of attacks. Well, this is gonna be interesting. This will be a good way to test my... Hey, it's an ethereal dungeon. An ethereal dragon. It's kind of like invisible. There's a boss in here, in the middle of nowhere. Well, it's blocking my path, so... let's get rid of him. One hit kill. Yeah, pretty much. pretty much nothing I could do about that. I wonder where we'll respawn, because there wasn't a resurrection monolith in the village. First death of the day. 3 hours. Good. And we're back at Clearview, damn it. Shit. Shit. Yeah, the fact that we were fighting in the middle of nowhere didn't help me. So, there's another world. That's our third world boss there. I'll be back for you. I'll be back for you. You're lucky I don't have any portals close to that zone. Alright. We have two options. Either kill the dragon or do... What's that debuff? I have some kind of debuff there. Let's try killing the dragon. Sorry, I'm... Yeah, no, I don't have any portals. We'll have to go manually. Damn it. Sorry. I am way too... I'm way too much of a tryhard, I guess, but I want to kill that dragon. I know that we could begin with that mission, we'll get back to it and do it. We have plenty of time. But first I need to kill that thing to continue with my existence. Sorry. I need to kill that thing to continue with my existence. Sorry, cannot help it. It's stronger than I am. That's some sweet lag right there. Let's see if the flash works. I'll try to alt-tab here with my stream. Let me alt-tab. That supposedly releases the contained memory of the game and prevents the crash. But well, we just saw that nothing will ever stop the crashes with this game. I'm beginning to think. Move, let me move. Get out of the way, please. Coming through. Let's get out of here. We've already cleared all of the quests in here. Straight to that dragon. I know we can heal. I know we can kill it. Besides, world bosses are not common here. I don't know if in this zone, but in this game, world bosses are not common. I need to kill them if I stumble upon them. But this time we'll engage him. We'll engage that thing appropriately. It caught me a bit off guard. So let's focus. Let me change the camera angle there. It did have all attack types and all resistances. Hey, it wasn't that long of a journey though. It's not. It was somewhere over here. It had some pirates besides.
The Inquisition is victorious.
There we go.
Your leather will be delicious.
Get out of the way. As you can see now, we also have a leech life with every blow. That has also helped me greatly. So yeah. So far, if I had to say, the regeneration time of the globes is kind of like essential, because it dramatically changes the gameplay mechanics. Like, the cooldowns kind of like are much more similar to an isometric action RPG than an MMORPG with that. It's incredible how the game blurs the line between the two genres, and how the gameplay mechanics definitely are affected by the gear to such a degree. Like in Borderlands. That leads me to solidify my line of thought that the game has an extrinsic item stat system, an extrinsic stat system like gear can dramatically change your gameplay experience even more than stats. So yeah, I guess it inherits that from Diablo, if I had to say. We need to follow this road. The dragon was this way. But I just stumbled upon a random quest in the middle of nowhere. Could it be up there? What's that? What's this? What's this? A huge skeleton. Another boss. Who's this guy? Lars Hammer. I've just been to Deer Lake. Have you ever been there? I thought it was really breathtaking. Who's this guy? Pretty amazing pathfinding here. I'm still amazed that I can do that without any problem. The other day I was mentioning, as we get to the dragon people, but I'll tell it again. I need to tell this story more times because the other day I didn't tell it correctly. But first, let me focus on the dragon because I can see that as I tell you the story. First, let me kill the dragon. If I tell you the story, I'll get killed. I'll tell you the story of the most famous Star Wars The Old Republic player. The guy that brought down a server single-handedly and ruined Electronic Arts' life. I'll tell you the story of Dominion. But first, let me kill that dragon. And I need to focus for that. Alright. Potions, we're pretty good. 73. Amazing. Where was that thing? Ah, up there. The other road. The road to the north. I remember now. We were over here. Another thing that they could have included is kind of like the quest markers. Kind of like, you know, those that you can place on the map to remember where you were. Like, in modern games, those are useless because you generally have portals all over the place. But in this game, they would become extremely useful. Let me reactivate the follow camera. Because since I learned how to quick cast, also my gameplay has been much more fluid. Let me activate the follow camera because now I tinkered with the settings and it should be faster, much more efficient. Like this. Like that is much faster than what we were having before. Alright, let's focus. There it is. Still there, waiting for us to kill him. I need to focus. Alright, that attack. What the? Shit. Yep. That was a one-hit kill again. We'll leave this for later. That was pretty much another one-hit kill. Alright. Then let's continue with defending Clearview. There we go. Remember, this quest is kind of like one of the longest quests we've done because on Tuesday we had to investigate. We got the initial quest line. Just as a recap, we got the initial quest line here, and it sent us through the forests through the outskirts of Thylesium, here the forests, to get information on the Undead. After we got the information, we reported back here. Then we had to go to the Senate here in Thylesium. Then we had to go to the old naval port, and now we have orders from the Senate to get rid of the Undead here in Clear. Impressed, you are indeed as good.
Everything goes as planned.
This mission is for killing 50 Undead. See, for example, the super spawn mob also affects this. It makes progression much faster with this side quest for example, because it provided me with many more undead than the vanilla version. Find Carrie. I'm worried about my betrothed. That's not part of the invasion of the undead. She was fighting in the lines of this unreachable place to
They
find
call
her.
me a bad wolf because I'm solving your problems.
Carrie, right there, unless it's underground. Which I guess makes sense, or not. Carrie, there you are. She was too... What's the shit? Find my betrothed, yeah, and she's too... She's right there. Beniel Sentia, I'm fine, thanks. Some undead tried to get through here. I whacked them with Mother's flower base, but my family seems to be having a few problems. Let's go check on them.
Task has been accomplished.
Find my brother. My brother has been missing. Oh
Shall
damn
we
it.
seal it in blood? I mean, ink?
Now I need to find your brother. He's not far from here, I guess. Nag, this way, please. So, let me tell you the story of Dominion, people. Stay a while and listen. Who was Dominion? The most famous player in all of Star Wars: Your Republic. The destructor of Prophecy of the Five. Prophecy of the Five was a server I played in. It was the main PvP server of Star Wars: Your Republic. Who was Dominion? Who was Dominion? I told this story the other day, but it was but I got interrupted because of the mobs, and right now we can do it. The destructor of Prophecy of the Five, Dominion, a player, just like me, just like everyone else, a player of Star Wars: Your Republic. Dominion, though, wasn't a normal player. These are real case. Everything that you are about to hear is real. Do you want to hear how he destroyed the server single-handedly? That's why I call him the destructor of Prophecy of the Five. Dominion, let's say he was a monk. Let's say he was a troll monk. His race was troll, and he was a monk. Both things at the same time. Think about a troll in Warcraft, in your favorite fantasy setting. He was a monk and a troll. Let's say that. Let's just say that was his race. Not in-game. His real race. And he, I mentioned it was a monk. Victim of the Undead Legion, this day in lava. He's dead. Broken amulet received. We have to go back. I know, we need to find the amulet first. Okay, so he was a monk, and like every monk, every man of faith, he would preach. You must be wondering, what was he preaching while playing an MMORPG? He preached about his god, Thor. The Norse mythology god. Eraser? No. The Marvel superhero. Yes, that was his god. Thor. The one that Chris Hemsworth played us in the movie. Kill the 3 Leech Princes. Look at this, a broken amulet, the jewels of it. We constantly be attacked. Alright, the amulet has 3 pieces, and we'll put back the amulet and return it to its owner. Alright. So, his god was Thor, the Marvel superhero. And he preached every day. Every day in the Imperial Fleet. Context, the Imperial Fleet was the main social hub of the MMORPG Star Wars: The Republic. Like Geonmahr in World of Warcraft, the main social hub, the Imperial Fleet. Everyone would be there waiting for the queue for their dungeons, for their PvE dungeons, for their PvP battlegrounds, like I mostly did. And yes, essentially, all of the guilds were there. They were recruiting, and they needed the chat to recruit people to do the raids in game and everything. However, Dominion was a man of faith. He was a man of faith, and he would preach every day. But not only every day, every hour of every day. Like, you could drop at any time of the day, regardless of your time zone, regardless of your nationality, in the Imperial chat, and there he would be. You would always find him spreading the word of Thor. Every like I'm telling you, every single hour of every single day of the week. Like, I remember his preaching. See how many times he must have repeated it. That this was back in 2012, and I remember the shit he wrote in chat. He would say the first phrase was always, "Thor is the greatest hero of all time. Through Thor, victory. Through Thor, my chains." And he would make kind of like a copy of the Sith code. That is a real in-game element, lore element of Knights of the Old Republic 1, 2, and Star Wars The Old Republic. He would preach the Sith code, but replacing a lot of the elements with Thor. So, Thor is the greatest hero of all time. Pray to Thor. Through Thor, victory. Like every day, like every hour of every day of the week, constantly. It got to a point that our hero kind of like was accused, he got accused of spamming the Imperial chat, because as you must imagine, he would constantly spam it, and he would fill the main chat, the general chat of all of the Imperial fleet. Think about the Imperial fleet had an instance of 300 people, something like that. But with the queues and everything, that 300 people was even more because of the instance system. So think about that. Constantly he would preach, and our hero was accused of spamming. Naturally, there's always degenerates. There has to be a villain in this story, people. Has to be a villain. And the villain, we are not sure who the villain was, if it was Dominion or the rest of the Imperial fleet, who accused him of spamming the chat and accusing him of not being able to recruit new players for the raid dungeons and everything. Well, he got accused. He got accused of spamming. Eventually, the Imperial fleet got violent with him. He triggered the rage of the whole player base single-handedly. The other piece of the amulet is over there. We need the other jewel of the amulet. We need to get over there. All right. So he triggered the rage of the whole Imperial fleet through his preaching of the great Thor, and he got accused of spamming. Eventually, our hero kept spamming the Imperial fleet chat, and triggered the rage of everyone on the server. But that's not the end of the story. That's not how he ruined the server for Electronic Arts. Why? Because then he was such an inspiring individual. He was such a legendary man and hero that he inspired other people. He inspired other people who would aid him in his battle against infidels, let's say. And he eventually joined a guild called Death and Taxes. See how I remember everything? Imagine how much of a mess it must have been that I remember everything, because I remember reading the forums. I hope the threads are still there with all of the complaints, because eventually it got to the forums of the official game, the spamming. But well, he inspired with his faith other people. He inspired other people. He joined the guild. He was one of the guild founders eventually, and they joined him. And it got worse. It got worse because then his guildmates would kind of like prolong the preaching every day. Like he would say, Thor is the greatest hero of all time. Through Thor, victory. Like this I'm telling you 24 hours a day. That guy either had no job or something, I don't know. But like 24 hours a day, he was right there doing that. And then he would say that Thor is the greatest hero of all time. Thor is the greatest hero of all time. Thor is the greatest hero. Through Thor, victory. Convert infidels to Thor. Right. Eventually his guildmates would play along. Like they would reply to him, Thor is the greatest hero of all time, and someone would say, you're wrong. Hulk beat him in issue 141, some random number, in issue 141 of Marvel Avengers or some shit like that. And they would prolong the conversation, the spamming, and it was not just one person, so he couldn't be accused of spamming because it was actually a conversation. That was the idea behind it. Those of us who were kind of like passive spectators of that great show would notice it. So, at this point, we have whole conversations about Thor failing the Imperial chat every day, because then it was not only his guild, but part of the player base of Prophecy of the Five, of the server, playing along with him. He had converted the entire server. What I'm telling you is all real. I don't have footage, but it's all real. Ask anyone who played on Prophecy of the Five, and if you can find those people, you'll see. So he converted a part of the player base. Vanti server. So there we have it. Only when insert slot B6.2 and press to its fix. Now we'll reduce damage anyone. You have the jewels good given to them. He fixes everything. There, here's the amulet. Potential neutralized. So we have to go back, right? Have to go back. Brother's amulet. Okay, let's go back. So he converted, let's say, 50% of the server. It was at this point it was an all-out war between the infidels of the server and Dominion's followers, the followers of Thor. So all day. No. Hawk smashed Thor's head in issue 324 of Marvel Avengers, some shit like that, all day. And, well, that triggered, this is not the end, that triggered an even greater rage from the infidels part of the server, like 50% the normal player base, let's say, poor guys. My brother, I just laughed at the situation. There were kind of like the spectators of that, who were the rest of the neutral parties. My brother's amulet, he was worried, bringing battle, Eternity, thank you for returning the amulet, blah 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 blah. Ah, we got another quest in Nested. Go back to Benny now, tell him what happened, alright. Yeah, true that we began this quest all together with this guy. Remember, this guy is kind of like in charge of all of the defense of this place, so I don't know why the Senator sent us here and this guy sent us to help him with that amulet. My poor Carrie, she was very fond of her brother. Well, get over with. Are you ready to put an end to this curse once? Yeah, let's go. Let's fight the undead once and for all. Yes, we've done enough silly fetch quests to kill undead. Destroy the undead and general terrorists. Yes, that's what we want to do. My skills in front of discovery a couple of skills in the main camp. It is for killing undead, critical blow to the undead legion to main attempt. Yes. Oh, we're gonna kill the general of the undead legion. That's cool. I'll make an uneducated guess. It's the guy that we just passed by atop that outpost, or what? Let me see. A bath for my dog? No. This should be a pretty huge quest. Come on, we are about to kill the undead general, people. Where's the side quest? So many quests. This got out of hand pretty... See, I'm complaining about about Dominion, and I'm doing all of these side quests. So, where do I find him? There we go, much better. There we go, my guess was wrong. Well, so, the server was a dumpster fire by now. A shithole, however you may want to call it. It was an all-out war. He had triggered or converted everyone pretty much at that point. The rest of us were laughing. But it doesn't end there. It doesn't end there.
The place of my destination.
Yeah, that's it. The Undead General. Let's do it. That one does look like the Undead General. No, Undead Tribune. Careful, these ones must hit like a truck. Really hard.
Even in death.
Undead Centurion. What? Ah, we've got to kill 20 generals. That's gonna take us some time. Undead Centurion dead. Legionnaire. Okay. So, the server, a total dumpster fire. A total dumpster fire. So the people, he didn't end. That's the story doesn't end there. Not. There we go.
Room for that.
Not happy with that, Dominion and his new army of converted players to Thor's religion. Not only that, they kept fighting against the infidels who would report them for spamming, but this time they changed their strategy, and this would be the final nail in the coffin of Electronic Arts, because this triggered some unforeseen consequences. You must be thinking, what could it be, Razor? If half of the server was reporting him for spamming, and the other half of the server was just
An aura of power emanates from this item.
and the other half of the server was just a bunch of blind followers of Thor, and would prolong the suffering by playing along with him. Because eventually the infidels, let's say the normal part of the server, they started to mass report him, and in general chat, like saying, report this idiot. They were saying worse things. they said worse things. I've seen much worse things. Report him. Basically, it was the idea. Report him, and we'll get him banned. Like whole guilds saying that. Report him. Report all of them. It was an all-out war, a mess. And eventually, Dominion and his followers prepared their counter-attack. Sorry, this is my favorite story ever about MMORPGs, because I saw it with my own eyes. The Undead General? The General was not there. He was hiding there, which is precisely the section of the map that we need to explore. See? Everything falls according to plan. Everything goes according to plan. Every piece is falling in the right place. See? So, the counterattack. Dominion's counterattack. Dominion and his followers counterattack. This was the argument. So, you're spamming, I'll report you, everyone report him. He would say, let's tell it like this. He raised his finger, his index finger, his right index finger, and started to reply to those guys and tell them, I am not breaking the terms of service, I'm not breaking the TOS. I am having a conversation, an off-topic conversation, and that's covered in the TOS, in the terms of service. However, telling people to report me, encouraging people to report me, it does violate the terms of service. It is an infringement of the terms of service of the game. So stop doing that, or we are gonna report ya. he was telling to the ones that were accusing him of spamming the server, of they were reporting him for spam. Shirkalana, you again, they threw me out of the Inquisition Guard because I lacked discipline or something like that. After that, I wanted to try to become a mercenary, but I wasn't too good at that either. I got too many fights with the cameras, and now I got robbed. And I'm thinking, what do you think? Should we try and get it back together?
You are indebted to the Inquisition.
The Great Wall. Right? That's probably the good side quest line or something like that. Well. Anyways, the Undead General is there. I better be ready to get rid of him. Alright. Eventually he told them, your attitude, your behavior is an infringement of the terms of service. Encouraging people to report me for spamming. I am not violating the terms of service because off topic is considered kind of like part of it and is completely legal and everything. And there he would go on and he would threaten them. He would threaten them, telling them, stop doing it, alright. Eventually, when the other guy said, keep going, we'll get rid of this MF. Let's just say, we'll get rid of him. We will get rid of him. Well, eventually, Dominion said, well, you forced my hand. He said exactly this. You forced my hand. I am always grateful that I was logged in the day this all went to shit. You forced my hand. You forced my hand. I didn't want to do it. But we'll report all of you for infringing the terms of service and encouraging people to report me. You forced my hand. I didn't want to do it, but you forced my hand. Well, this is the interesting part. The ending. So, as you can imagine, we have half of the server reporting Dominion and his followers, half of the server now reporting the normal player base. So I wouldn't like to think what must have happened at BioWare Austin that day and the following days, because this prolonged for a couple of days. And this prolonged for a couple of days. Then it prolonged for months. And it got to a point that it was that Electronic Arts received kind of like, and BioWare Austin, but it was bought by Electronic Arts by then. It was Electronic Arts basically. It had already been bought. It received kind of like thousands upon thousands of crossed reports between all players in the server. Like, if 50% of the server was supported Dominion and the other 50% of the server despised him and would report him, it got to a point where they got every player in the server, except the few of us who were spectators, every player in the server got reported. It was kind of like a report war, and all of the cross-faction report war, and everyone reported everyone, and it got to a point that it completely, it made the server a mess, because they didn't know they couldn't ban anyone because it was a mess. They would need to ban the whole player base, and that would mean losing so much money that it was not viable. Anyone with the brain could realize that it got to a point where it was not viable to ban Dominion or anyone else, because you would need to ban the entire player base. Like, that's how it got completely out of hand. And basically Electronic Arts couldn't ban the whole player base. Wait, because here they killed me here the other last time. kill me here. There we go. So, it got out of hand. It got completely out of hand. They couldn't ban everyone. They couldn't ban everyone. And that's not only the reason why he ruined the server. Because at that point, imagine, if you have to ban everyone, at that point, Electronic Arts couldn't take any report seriously from that point on. Like, you could do whatever you wanted in that server, because it was all part of the same shitstorm. It was all part of the same shitstorm. And yeah, pretty much the server became kind of like no man's land. The far west of Star Wars: The Old Republic. The server went pretty savage because it was kind of like there was no law at that point. Like, everyone was already a sinner. They couldn't do anything about it. And that brought a psychological behavior in the player base of Prophecy of the Five, which was at that time particularly vicious as well, because it was a PvP server, and you know that in PvP servers rivalries are quite common. And because of that, the chat, the Imperial Fleet chat kept being spammed. You couldn't even talk with all of the preaching about Thor 24 hours a day. So the Imperial, the main chat, you couldn't talk in the main chat. You couldn't recruit anyone to do the dungeons, the daily dungeons. No one was getting banned, so everyone could insult anyone. And on top of that,
This won't be easy for you.
there's something that was kind of like another great deal of damage, which is the fact that even if it was a PvP server, there were still some players in MMORPGs. There are players that like to roleplay. It's pretty common that like to roleplay, and for that you need the Imperial Fleet chat, because like they would act according to the. It was a roleplay guild. There were roleplay guilds that would. They don't play the game to complete raids or dungeons or PvP. They play the game to kind of like act as Jedi Knights and Sith and those things, and they would kind of like make battles that are duels that are kind of like a choreography and like those things. And well, all of that player base, who was kind of like, let's say, the most respectful part of a player base of a server, couldn't use the general fleet chat. They couldn't use it, so they had to migrate servers, and that costed real money. And that had a real. You had to pay to transfer your character. Either you had to subscribe to the game, or because it was free at that point. It was free to play to begin. So you either had to subscribe to the game, pay a subscription, like in World of Warcraft, or, which is kind of like the most hated model in the MMORPG community, you had to either subscribe or those things, and they were not going to subscribe. They would just subscribe for a month, for a single month, just to migrate to another server, because the Imperial Fleet chat was completely filled with Dominion's shit, talking about Thor, preaching about Thor and his friends, saying that Hulk was kind of like better than Thor, and they would engage in conversations about comics. And another usual phrase that they would end it with, I mean, there was no end, but they would end the conversation, do a dungeon, and come back to spam the fleet. It was, check your lore, check your lore. Like and you would have kind of like 10 people saying check your lore to another guy, like between themselves, between Dominion and his guildies. It was kind of like a troll paradise there. And well, he forced the migration of all of the PvE, and only the most savage players remained. I must say that I was among them because I loved PvP and I was quite used to that. Like for me it was normal, but well, I was used to MMORPGs by then. But players who were not used to it, to trolls and to those things, it was kind of like mind-boggling to such a degree that so he destroyed the player base of the server. They had to migrate to another one. Some of them straight up, I don't have proof, but I've seen it with my eyes. They've stopped playing the game altogether because of him. Because they couldn't report anyone at that point, and they didn't want to behave like savages, which is respectful in retrospective. But he destroyed the population of the server, and pretty much it cost he single-handedly cost Electronic Arts a lot of players that would not play the game anymore and wouldn't pay Electronic Arts with microtransactions anymore, because besides all of that, I don't know if he hated the game or what. I'm convinced that either he was a Blizzard employee or something, because he also said, but he also said that he wanted to rob the game of the player base and bring it to WildStar, to bring it to WildStar, which was an MMORPG that released that was about to release back in the day to compete directly with Star Wars: The Old Republic. It was kind of like a science fiction MMORPG, and at the time, and at that time, uh, he was about to transition to WildStar with his whole guild, and he wanted to bring the player base with him. And yes, essentially, he completely ruined the server. Except for those of us who were doing PvP, we wouldn't care because we were used to those things in PvP. He ruined the server for PvE players and role-playing players. He cost a migration. He cost so much money and so many players to Electronic Arts that he completely ruined the server. What a legend! What a legend! That guy was a legend, a living legend of Prophecy of the Five, a complete living legend. So yeah, there you have one of the best stories ever created. I know that in World of Warcraft there was a guy that would just randomly kill people, and the whole server had to unite against him. But the happy thing about this story is that it was a balanced fight. It's that it was a balanced fight, kind of like Dominion had his followers, he inspired his followers, and they were against the normal player base. So it wasn't like in World of Warcraft where there was a guy who in World of Warcraft, pretty famous, I remember, that I can't remember the name, but that he would only just kill people at Orgrimmar, killing. He was a rogue, so he was invisible, and he would kill people, dropping the quests, and the whole server had to unite against him. Like it's crazy and incredible when the whole when the whole server is affected by a single person. I love it because it shows you how human capability can shape and change the world in a pretty wicked way in this case, but it can do it. But well, he was a hero. We shall always remember him. Dominion. Oh well.
All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us.
Yes, there it is. I think it's not a full boss. So, we've arrived, people. Let's kill the undead. I have to talk to him. The undead general. Look at that. That's the undead general, people. Alright, enough. We finished the story about Dominion. Let's get to the undead general. You have slain many legionnaires, creature, but you won't defeat me. Ever. Terrorist general of the undead. Okay. Why is it that all of the tough fights in this game you have to talk to the boss, wait until you get hit, hope you survive, and then run away to kill him? But well, there we go. Oh, it's another boss. Good. It's a full boss. It's a full boss. It's another boss. It's a full boss. Good. Let's do it. I can kill this guy. Ah, he doesn't have... Look at that. He doesn't have fire resistance. I just need to ensure I don't get killed.
Another offering.
I bet he can summon later. Oh, that you're a pushover. We need the dragon again. That was too easy. Good. Either that or we don't suck anymore. One out of the two. Pretty good. Pretty good. Good stuff.
My inventory one more time.
Pretty good. 100, 200. Good. Jackpot. Jackpot. 3 slots, a legendary, one-handed staff with 3 slots that look at these people. It has a 10% chance, I assume per hit, to halve my regeneration time. Damn it. Bone Slicer. Oh, another legendary sword. Wow, this guy had pretty amazing loot. Sadly, I don't use swords. I mean, I could use it for another character, but we're not gonna do that. We all know that that's not gonna happen. 20 armor. Good. Stamina, Salos Doppelganger is because of that. We have only one. Well, I would lose a bit of that, but alright. Let me remove that. Good stuff, good stuff. Call of Execution, what do we lose? Constitution plus 3, Stamina plus 7. Oh, well. To hell with it, it's not that much of a difference. We'll keep it there. Energy globes, chance to have regeneration time, spell intensity, damage poison plus 17. But no, if it doesn't have the regeneration per hit, forget it. I mean, it has a chance to halve regeneration time, but I think it's more effective the 1 second per hit. I think it's much more effective if you ask me. If I can add it to my staff, which doesn't have regeneration per hit, yes, but since my globes do have it, why change it? Oh, forgot about these guys. They were waiting for me. Thank you. It's not dead, but it's burning. Like, burning them, it's the best policy, because even if they come back, they are on fire. Like, when they die, they don't get rid of the burn status. So yeah, there you have it. Yeah, there you have it. The story of Dominion. What a great man. I need to tell the story more often. What a great man, Dominion. He did what no one else could. Ruin Electronic Arts business. But aren't you sad, Eraser, that he damaged the population of the server? Well, on the other hand, he gave us a lot of laughs with his preaching about Thor, so I guess it's compensated. Besides, the PvP population wasn't affected. Just the PvE that couldn't recruit players for the dungeons, and the role-playing population, but the PvP population would just kill each other like fucking savages. Like we would spend all day just killing each other in battlegrounds. Like, I've done that, like all day killing. I think that by my second year of Star Wars: The Old Republic, I had 50,000 deaths because there was an achievement for that, and I could see it. And well, here I bet you can see the reason why now I'm kind of like retired. I just kill mobs and do PvE. and player versus environment. Damn it, the game crashed again. Today the game is unbearable, people. Huh? I think it's the time. It's the stream in which it has crashed the most so far. I honestly don't know what to do about this game. It can. I've tried everything. I mean, it's not as bad as Prototype, which is the worst case, the worst offender. That one wouldn't even work. But even cast Rise of the Mage, for example, I could fix it, and it had a memory leak. They fixed it with an update. This one, not even with the community patch, I can fix it. Like, I don't want to give up, but I've tried everything, and it keeps crashing. Fortunately, the save system, I think they made it in such a way that they knew it was crashing. Like, they knew it could happen because it saves like an MMORPG real time. It's as if they knew. It's almost as if they knew what they were doing, what could potentially happen. Right. Oh well. So there you have it, people. The story of Dominion. What a great man. So I was mentioning the Ultimate 3DS Showcase will delay it. Nope, mine ran back in the day just fine, overnight just fine, but with Windows 7 or XP. Yeah, I know that the developers back in the day probably thought it wouldn't crash with on Windows XP or Windows Vista, but XP most likely. Yeah, but bear this in mind. Quite old. No, but I tried Windows XP compatibility mode and it was the first to crash. So I even tried that. No, but well, at least you are proof. You are proof, Scarlet Dragoon, that at least someday it work. Compatibility mode is garbage. Yeah, I imagine you would say that. You would say that. Yeah, it's not a perfect solution. It's true. Sure, you're right. But well, I don't know what else to do. It's a memory. I don't know how a change in operating in the OS in operating system can cause a memory leak like this. Right. We were here at least.
Do not defile the banner of the
Yeah, no, we weren't here, but yeah, if I cannot trigger my buffs, it's a bit difficult to get rid of that. To get rid of them. Drop in somewhere. Yeah, the other option. Well, there is an option, though it's quite crazy. I still haven't been able to master it, but the other option is to create a virtual machine. Is to use VMware Workstation. Is to create a virtual machine, an XP virtual machine on your network, but I've never tried using it. So that's the other option. I've read in the forums, I was commenting this at the beginning, that if you would Alt-Tab, supposedly the game kind of like releases all of that memory. But I don't know. There should be a way to. They should release. We have so many shitty and useless remakes nowadays of modern games. And the games that really need, that actually need to have a remake to fix this kind of issues. I mean, I see my horse dead any second now when I hear them shooting arrows. The games that actually need to fix these technical issues don't get a remake. And then we have remakes about games that were released 2 days ago, like Mafia, for example. Mafia didn't need a remake.
Is that all?
We're dead. Let me just scroll. fighting. I didn't update.
Heretic. Another offering.
There we go. And yeah, like Mafia, like which was the other one? There were so many useless remakes that we've had. The whole Mafia trilogy, like well, Diablo 2 could arguably have had a remake. Spyro Reignited Adventure, Crash Bandicoot, those probably needed remakes, but
You are indebted to the Inquisition.
for example, well, Kingdoms of Amalur needed it because of a broken difficulty that I always mention with the usage of potions. But yeah, you get the point. You get the point, guys. There were so many good remakes, and this game having this issue, it's just sad to see.
You should clean up in here.
Not even the community could fix it, and we're talking about, when I say the community, I'm saying a lot of developers couldn't fix it. We're probably talking about a lot of developers. Speaking about developers, yesterday I read that Microsoft is closing kind of like Arcane Austin and Tango Gameworks. So sad. So sad. I love it how they bought half of the industry just to sell, just to not sell, to close so many studios. What a waste of potential. Like, imagine buying half of the industry and then, and there we go. Yeah, it's the main quest. Yeah, see, we have access to the good side main quest. At least I believe it is. Through the wall and the Great Wall is the same. See, those are the main quests. Thanks to the mod, I can access both of them. That's the thing. That's the core idea. They closed Tango Gameworks and Arcane Austin, the developers of Redfall, and not the complete developers, kind of like half of the developer. The development was split between Arcane Austin and Arcane Lyon in France, in Texas and in France, and the development teams. Then they closed Arcane Austin. That's 50% of Arcane. And Dishonored, amazing game. I completed that one 100%. Without even getting noticed. There's an achievement for that on the PS3. So yeah, a mess, an absolute mess. How do I get there? Probably, I think the quest got automatically completed or what? See, we have the two main quests. We're doing kind of like the good side and the evil side or some shit like that. That's why it's blue. But the Undead Legion command general. What's that? What's this quest? Alchemist Jacobus. Corn circle through the wall. It's a main quest or what? Shit. No, nothing. I don't see anything else. Bath for my dog. Ah, right there, Alchemist Jacobus. We need to get over there. Good. We're almost done. We're almost done, people. I thought I could never get to see this day in which we have the complete central region of Ancaria ready. Ah, we have almost 1 million gold. Good. That's a lot. We never had that. Let me save in case the game crashes again. There we go. And yeah, pretty much. Honestly, I don't want to begin ranting because when I talk about consoles, I begin ranting. Like I can go on forever. But yeah, I guess it's we can all universally agree upon the fact that Microsoft died with the 360 in terms of consoles. Like, they released a lot of great games for the Xbox One, but what's the point if you can play them on PC? Like, they completely ruined their strategy. See Nintendo with the Nintendo Switch. See what they are doing. The Nintendo Switch, by the way, the Nintendo Switch 2 has been announced for this year. It's confirmed. Finally. It's gonna be a tablet. I have good information. I read not just stupid gaming news outlets, but also kind of like I kind of like read several summaries of insiders, let's say, employees that they're online. If you spend the time, you can find them. Like the Nintendo Switch 2 will be a tablet. Mark my words. Will be a tablet like this one, pretty similar. They'll be conservative with the design. Let's just hope this doesn't go the Wii U route, like it was similar to the Wii. And the dragon there, we could try killing it again since we're on top of it. But I'll have to learn how to evade that attack.
Is that all?
Damn it!
I am all powerful.
Level 37. Alright, it has the same level as... Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Let me cast my doppelganger. No, this is a terrible... Shit. Let me cast it. Let me cast it without killing me, please. Let me cast it so we can begin the fight. Let me cast it. No damage. I couldn't even create a doppelganger. See, that's a huge weakness of my character.
I will not fail again.
Come on. Come on, come on, come on, don't do this to me. The horse didn't die, at least. That dragon, I need to get rid of him. Kind of like... it gets in the way of me finishing that side quest. That's a change of plans. But it has resistances against all elements. Shit. There we go. Ah, damn. Need to be a bit more careful when I dismount and begin the fight. So I was mentioning, the Switch 2 will be a tablet. Very conservative design, probably better specs, but and it will be announced this year, for this fiscal year. Fiscal year is kind of like from March to March, so it could be up until March of next year, but it's highly probable that it will be released this year. So yes, people, the Nintendo Switch 2 is right upon us. Prolific console, and I think it's the very reason why we can say that there's this debate going on. This is kind of like the eternal debate about in let's say console war forums or and those shits. Like, do consoles need exclusives nowadays or not? Like the big question: do they need exclusives or not? Xbox, since the Xbox One has been trying to prove that we don't need exclusives. Of course, I bet you can see that I 100% disagree with that. I think they are the very heart of consoles, because they give them a unique personality that makes them unique, besides the quirks and the specs, like the 3DS, for example. You can play in 3D without the glasses, and there's a dragon, there we go. The problem is that we also have spawns. Okay, that was a one-hit kill right there. But if I can reactivate my doppelganger... Damn it! This dragon will be the... It's the bane of our existence. Run. Just run away. Yeah, the problem is that he's surrounded by all of those mobs around him without any kind of purpose because of my... Well, I guess I asked for it. It's the super spawn mob. Why is it my doppelganger is not triggering? Trigger, come on. Trigger. There we go. Now let's get rid of him. Oh no, I don't think so. Shit. No, nothing I could do. We're stuck, people. We're stuck. Why? Because if it was only the dragon, that would be a problem in itself, but we have all of those guys around him. Ah, I ran out of potions, besides that. Yeah, that's not... That's also not good. Right. Looks like that dragon is the last thing breathing. God, I mean, what's going on? Not again. Oof, today this game is unbearable. God damn it. It's getting worse with that dragon. What's going on? It's getting worse. Look at this. Besides, it's not kind of like closing itself on its own. I didn't touch anything. It's kind of like not even closing itself on its own. We need to get rid of that dragon. We need to get rid of him. Like, yeah. It's the oldest question in the Book of Console Wars. Like, do we need exclusives or not? Well, I can tell you this. There are more exclusives on PC that you can possibly imagine. It's just that they don't have any advertising campaigns at all. Like a lot of hidden exclusives, like not only because of like the case of Sacred 2, like because of the fact that PC is kind of like endlessly compatible with any game, but there are some true exclusives that are amazing. Too many to I think too many to count for them. Like not only all of the MMORPG genre, all of the RTS genre, all of the MOBA genre, Total War games. Those probably would explode on consoles because of the CPU requirements. So all real-time tactics Total War games are technically real-time tactics games, and even more because there are a lot of spin-offs like King Arthur. It's pretty similar to Total War series. American Civil War, pretty good that series. It's just like Total War, but with pretty similar to Napoleon Total War because it's from the same period of time. And not only those, Shadowgrounds Survivor, for example, the Shadowgrounds series for twin stick shooters. Well, I can go on and on and on and on and on and on. Like a lot of exclusive FPS games, like I think the remakes of the first Doom, like those, like the Ultimate Doom, and many more. Cannot even count them. RPGs, well, a lot of them, a whole lot of them. Now, I don't have any potions. We need the potions. We need to get rid of that dragon somehow. Let me reactivate the follow camera. Now that I've changed the rotation speed. I'm going to buy potions. Yeah, if a console needs exclusives or not, I am a staunch defender that they do, because otherwise, what's the point? And besides, believe it or not, a lot of exclusives have proven throughout time that they are the ones that take true advantage of the console's capabilities. Like, well, 32. Let me refresh that so we get more potions. Let me refresh that. For example, there's this unknown game called Dream Trigger 3D on the 3DS that takes full advantage of it. But like that one a lot. On the PS3, the sound in of PS3 exclusives is amazing, and I am sad that we've lost that tradition. That the market has shifted towards everything has to be released everywhere. Like that's the mindset right now. And if you think otherwise, well, you either want to keep exclusives for some weird dark reason, and no, it doesn't have to do with that. It has to do with giving consoles personalities, like from the joystick to the style and everything. It makes the console unique. Like, it's the very reason they exist. And I think the Nintendo Switch has proven it. Like, underpowered hardware, like everything else, shit, but the exclusives are there. They are there. And it sets it apart. But well, I love the PS3, I love the Xbox 360, I loved the original Xbox, the GameCube, all of that era, but I think there has been a severe drop in quality, if you ask me. A severe drop in quality. Like, even if we consider Nintendo consoles, like the 3DS has kind of like many more exclusives. Um, when compared to the Nintendo Switch, like well, we'll see when we do the Ultimate Showcase. But what's that one? Acute Mind. Opponent's chance to burn. Chance to burn. Blah blah blah. What? I have a lot of runes. Let me gear up a bit. Let me change my stuff now that we have a legendary stuff there. What are we gonna apply to it? It deals physical damage. That's a problem. So let's convert that damage to fire, thanks to our chunk of lava. It has one of those. And the rest should go to... Well, there I have something, but... let me generate... no, I don't need to generate. Hey, Purifying Chassis, man. We have runes. Purifying Chassis, man. Mortifying Pillory, no, I don't use it. Propel, Soul River, blah 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 blah. Eruptive Desecration, no. Frantic Fireball, yes, I use it. Let me activate those. Raving Thrust, I use it, I guess. And the Ruthless Mutilation, I think, is our main attack. Eruptive Desecration, Subjugation, Paralyzing Dread, there. Let me increase my level. Levin Array. And the others I will just switch. I'll just swap them. Let me get to the smithy. Let's see if we can get a better weapon. Let me see if we can get a better weapon. And we can get a better weapon. And get rid of that dragon. I want to kill it really bad. No, this is not the smithy. My bad. No. No. How long will the journey take? Shut up. Where's the zoom? Smithy, Smith. Where are you? There you are. Okay. First, this one. Chunk of lava, 33, wet. Can I remove it? I know I cannot remove it. Damn it. Well, we already lost it. I cannot remove it. Blacksmith upgrades cannot be removed. Oh, and I lost my chunk of lava there. Now I feel stupid. Alright, because that one... Ah, yeah, you lose it as you do that. Well, okay, whatever. So, chunk of lava, we need it. Unless we want to lose our fire damage, which is the most effective one I've seen so far. And as for the rest, we can use runes, blacksmith arts, rings, and amulets. Runes, blacksmith art, rings, but not amulets there. So unless we have a pretty good amulet first, which I don't think we have. Attack value 7.3. I had a ring. Damage poison. No. That's once you already have poison damage. Damage converted to poison? No, I cannot use it. It would be way too OP. We would deal all damage types, damn it. Oh. So the second I can find kind of like a weapon that has all gold slots, I'll be able to... This one I can. It's a ring. Damage fire 8.8%. We can go for that one. Great. That'll be directly. And as soon as we loot another chunk of lava, will be amazing. So that this one is damage fire, and the arts damage plus 9.8 attack value. Can go for straight combat arts, blacksmith arts. Sorry. Yeah, but that will increase all of our damage, all of our fire damage. That'll increase all of our fire damage because it'll also affect damage over time. I don't know if the other one will affect damage over time as well. Oh. So we'll do I have a lot of relics. We'll do the ring to enhance. We'll use the ring to enhance our fire damage. Right away. Here. And then attack value plus 13. No, I'd rather have percentages because they scale much better with our damage. No. Let's see, we need to think about what we'll do. Well, we'll use wet. Here, wet. Blacksmith art, a combination of all of them. See? Unity will give us the best. Combining them will give us the best result. So, that should deal a lot of damage by now. Deep Magic Rod of Treasures. Damage physical, 11%, blah blah blah. Ah, look at that, I deal all types of damage now. That's good. I cannot see it appropriately. Alright. Let me see. 82 to 97. 53 to 64. Damn it, the other one is falling behind. It's getting outdated. And it reduced my burn chance. What's going on? Yeah, but I'm dealing much more damage. Look at that. The base damage is kind of like quite big. This doesn't update immediately. I believe it will update. So let's see if with that we can survive that beast. 64 potions should be enough. Let's get to it. Sorry for the delay, but yeah, pretty much, people. I needed that, otherwise that dragon is gonna kill us in one blow. It's probably gonna kill us in one blow altogether anyways. But we have to try. I know, I should go through the north section. Through the northern section of Clearview. I guess I could avoid fighting the dragon by trying to use to go from the north to enter through the north entrance of the quest, let's say, of the forest. But what's the fun in that? The fun part is to kill the dragon. Alright, let's get to it. Hope the game doesn't crash. Let me save. Now that we have a better staff. Like there's I wonder I need to work on kind of like eliminating physical damage altogether. Like everyone has physical resistance in this game. No, don't kill the horse, please. Don't no. This is how the horse gets killed, because of the arrows. They have pretty good targeting, pretty good accuracy, and they deal damage over time like that, and when you hear your horse complaining, it's because he's about to die. Huh. Come on, we need to kill that dragon. It's the last thing surviving that has survived our exploration and destruction of the map. Damn it. Alright, this is it. We get rid of them right here. I'll need to be fast with my hotkeys. Alright. This will be our camp, let's say. Our camp. Well, we'll try to... The idea is to lure the dragon here, isolate him from the super spawn mob group, isolate him from the rest of the group. So we need to advance really slowly here. Besides, they are killing each other. We'll use that in our favor. The harpies are attacking the bandits or whatever the fuck these guys are. Health potion, there we go. The dragon should be somewhere over here. Let me zoom out. Let's make use of our improved camera. I just hope the game doesn't crash. It shouldn't. Alright, let's see. Let them come to us. No matter how insignificant the spawn may be.
Your soul belongs to me.
There we go, slowly but surely. The dragon, even if the dragon deals a one-hit kill on me, I have my doppelganger. So, in the case of our class, we have an advantage here. Like, even if it kills me, like the goblin boss did, I still have. There's a chance I can prolong the fight and kill him. That's the idea. Shit. Today this game is unbearable, huh? Today this game is getting unbearable. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. Shit. Shit is getting really unbearable. Today I think this is the 4th time it crashes. So fucking unlucky. Poof. Poof. There's something with that zone. Like, it's the only zone in which it got out of hand. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do. Perhaps defaulting the textures back to... lowering the textures back to default will help. Because last time it crashed, but it was much... it lasted for an hour. At least. Let me lower the textures. Let me lower the textures to default. Damn it. I've been unable to find the way to fix this thing. Today it's unbearable. I don't know what's wrong with the game today. Must have run out of RAM pretty fast, I don't know. That stupid crash. I've tried everything. You could see it, people. Let me lower the textures, I don't know. I guess it crashed. It took much more time for it to crash last time. I guess. Fortunately, I just want to kill the dragon kind of like as an isolated task. Let's see, what else? Follow camera, let me activate it. Quick cast is there. There's there. I think that I'm just trying to kill that dragon. Imagine if I was in the middle of a quest. Like that. Like, god damn it. A quest in the fight against the end leader and then start at the crossroads of his Elysium, but before you have to send also back to the front. I don't know what we already killed the general. But it could not be the it could be that it's not the leader. Alright, we are pretty close. Good. I mean close. We're on track. I don't know what else to try to prevent those annoying crashes. I've already read the entire wiki of the game. I've read PC Gaming Wiki, which is another wiki of the game. I've already tried the Dark Matters forum, which supposedly I've read all of the posts from the original players of the game that developed the community patch. Like nothing solves the issue 100%. We need a miracle. We need a miracle. Ah well. This zone seems to be especially prone to crashes because it has never happened that it has crashed so many times one after the other in a row. Like, not to this degree. Like, it always waited kind of like an hour or so of gameplay. There we go. Alright, it wasn't that far, fortunately. Well. As you can see, I'm a pretty patient individual. Especially when the game is worth it. But I need to find a way to fix it. There we go. Alright. There we go. Let me adjust the camera. And let's go for that dragon. As I was saying, before another shitty crash interrupted me, we have the advantage. We have the advantage, people, because thanks to my class, the Zealous Doppelganger will trigger as soon as the dragon kills me. So yeah. We just need to keep our distance, get rid of the mobs surrounding the dragon, and drag on the fight.
Mercy does not happen.
And drag on the fight. That'll give us the advantage. I should make sure I don't fight without the doppelganger up. Let me zoom out so they don't surprise me. Let's try to kill them as fast as possible. Captain, there. La 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 la. We got some mini bosses. Damn it. Gargadok's Destiny. That's the place. Hey, I see a chest there.
That was good. This won't be easy for you.
Like that. We'll let our doppelganger take position there. The dragon should be anywhere. He's here. It has all resistances, as you can see here. The bottom section tells you the resistances he has, and the top is the attack types. He doesn't have ice resistance.
This will be a written conversation.
Shit. He did an area of effect kill there. He killed my doppelganger and he killed me both at the same time.
I needed that. I will not fail again.
He doesn't have ice damage resistance. And look at this. My other stuff, it's ice damage. It's pure ice damage. We could replace Tensanwill's legacy with it momentarily. But for that I will need to engrave it. Damn it. Stupid dragon. If only I could kind of like open a portal and leave it open on top of the dragon to go back and kill him and try again real fast, because I'm wasting more time traveling back there than fighting him and learning his weaknesses. But well, we know the weakness. He doesn't have any ice damage resistance, and coincidentally I have an ice weapon here, which is, and we can enhance that further by making all damage ice, like that, and then wet, of course. Here, forge. We'll leave that there, and then we'll have to pick either Tensanwill's legacy or the other one. The other one has more damage, so it's a no-brainer. The new one that we looted here. There, and we'll have that. Okay, good. So we'll have frost damage or ice damage. Hey, why are they in town? We'll have frost damage, and he doesn't have any armor against frost damage. Problem is that, yeah, but I cannot modify the other one. I would lose the modifications. At least we have a bit of ice damage. Let's do it. Let me increase my damage. I'll increase my damage real quick here and here. Armor, but I don't have any armor against fire. Now is the moment, people. I don't have any armor against fire damage, so the only armor per damage type. Opponent's damage is the time to bring toughness with us. It's the time to bring toughness with us. So we'll bring that one and we'll spend all points there. We really need it to have some resistance against those. I was saving all of those points precisely for a case like this, in which the game would prove to me that my base resistance damage wasn't enough. So now we have combined base armor type, and we'll switch the relics to protect us against fire damage, so that dragon breath cannot kill us in one blow. I mean, let's hope it doesn't. I've raised all resistances and added specifically fire damage. No, don't die. Don't kill my horse right now. It would be such a shitty moment for you to kill my horse. It's a terrible moment. There we go. I haven't checked how much fire armor we have. Oh well. It's as if I had perfectly planned it for this situation. I had fire relics waiting. And those 14 points for the resistance types. I cannot wait to hit level 75 to get my third buff and have a kind of like increased defense and some shit that it said there. Legendary rat? What's this? Yeah, no. Wait. We already killed everyone in here. And let's kill all of these guys before the dragon arrives. Yeah, the problem is that most of my damage is also fire. It's kind of, the dragon is kind of like the perfect matchup against my...
A healing spell. Right now.
They all got on top of me. Shit. Damn it. Damn it. Let me check my armor. Hey, look at that. Pretty good armor there. And pretty good ice stat. We have the damage. We have the damage. I just need the perfect situational moment. It's just that I don't know when to... I don't know when to stop. Good. Our combat art damage is mostly ice. So good. Stupid horse. Yeah, Scarlet. Sorry if it's totally boring looking at me trying to kill the dragon, trying to kill this dragon endlessly. Yes, lol. But it's just that I want to kill him so badly. It's the last thing, kind of like that is defying my dominance over the central region of Ancaria. But I mean, I've seen worse. The thing is that it's killing me in one blow, but the doppelganger can deal with that. Like, the goblin also killed me in one blow, the other Worldboss. It's just that I need to know when to stop riding the horse and kill it. Like, the super spawn mob definitely breaks these things, for example. Like, I cannot approach the zone that I have to dismount and kill it, but we're killing him. If I focus, I think if I can lure him and then keep my distance, and if a lot of ifs kind of like align themselves, you can get that kill. Because with ice type damage, I remember I dealt a lot of damage and I was using fire damage. So with ice damage, I should, if I can increase the damage, I can snag the kill. I'm sure I can snag the kill. I'm sure I can snag the kill. Because I have the damage. I have high damage. I'm just lacking the situational... Hey, toughness is much better than the base armor, huh? You were right. I remember you told me that at the beginning of the series. But well, I didn't want to I wanted to use heavy armor without movement speed penalty. That thing is attacking me and I cannot target it. Shit. No, this is way too much.
Started with blood, ended with...
There we go. Fortunately, they died. I couldn't target them. I don't know what... Don't ask me what happened there. Don't ask me. Now let's see. We need to approach cautiously. Like a hunter.
Death came almost too easily.
And avoid that fire breath. I need to keep my distance. Hey, look at that. Now we have frost bolts. The animation changed. Look at that. Good. We have the damage. Alright. Besides, it's also difficult to spot. There you are. But now I see ya. Stay out of its range. Already killed my doppelganger. That was pretty fast. But as long as... Here, I'll lure it. It's that ethereal invisible dragon there. It's difficult to spot him. There we go. Stop following, just like the kobold, just like the goblins. There we go. We force the detection range to reset. Damn it, it's way too intelligent. It's going back. Come on. But it's not regenerating health. It doesn't regenerate health. It does have a weakness. Come on, just like the griffin. This is how I killed the griffin some streams ago. I need to just avoid that fire breath. I'll lure him once again. Here. Spam potions preemptively. No. Come on, come on. Cautiously. Keep your distance. Just... I need to ensure he doesn't kill both of us. There we go. At the same time. Doppelganger is up. Good. Come on. Let's lure him. The ice damage is certainly working. He killed the doppelganger quickly. No. Before he uses that attack, that fire breath attack, I need to stay kind of like in the opposite direction of my doppelganger. That'll ensure that it only kills one of us. Alright, we reset the detection range. Pretty good, it's like an MMORPG fight. Whoa! What the shit? What was that attack? That attack I wasn't counting on that. But I'm sure he couldn't regenerate health. And the ice damage did work.